Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to celebrate everybody's wins this week. So congratulations, double Queen Cassandra. Queen of everything. That's how I say. I love that. I love that so much. And then congratulations to everybody. I want to celebrate every little win. Whatever you sold, you're awesome. Whoever you reached out to, way to go, because we know that progress is anytime you're in motion, and we want to celebrate that. The only time that you're in trouble with your business is when you're not in motion. So way to go. I am so excited to share with you tonight because I am going to kind of give you guys some tips. Does anybody feel like they want to learn, like, how can I get more leads in this time right now? How can I expand my platform? How can I meet more people? Because normally I know that I was always taught in Mary Kay to, when you're in front of somebody, ask them for leads because they're having this experience with you. And that's the best time to ask is right when putting the product on their face and they're having this moment where they're falling in love with the product, they're falling in love with you. And that is the best time to ask for referrals because they're like, yeah, I can think of like 6,000 people who want to do this right now. And it's a beautiful thing. But right now, we're not really seeing a lot of people in person. I know that some of us are kind of maybe slowly doing that, depending on where we are in the country, really, truly, because every state is different. But I want to talk to you guys about how to work your business, gain referrals and leads virtually. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. One of the biggest things that I value in leaders is them being transparent and completely vulnerable, and authentic leadership is so important to me. So I would be wrong to say that when we started all this virtual thing that I was like, girl, I totally know how to do this, right? None of us knew how to do it. And so we all had to learn. And I remember saying, man, I feel like I just signed up to be a brand new consultant right now because it was so new to me. But the coolest thing is that as you grow in your Mary Kay business, as you create that foundational growth and you like gain your confidence and you have all this experience, the coolest thing is that you have bounce back ability and you gain this sense of throw me anywhere into anything and I can figure it out. And I really love that. I think that's one thing that I know every director is different in Mary Kay, but I would say that I would be willing to put money on any single one of them if they were put in a situation where they had to figure it out and find the way to be successful. They're so good at that. And so I feel like we're finally at this place where we've learned all of this and now we can share with you tips. And you guys know this is going to continue to evolve. I feel like every week with our Mary Kay business, it's been something new that we've learned or learned from. And so tonight it's all about how can I ask for leads virtually? How can I expand my business? How can I meet new people? So I'm going to share with you two things that I've been doing that have been awesome. And it's going to require you to kind of like lift the lid off of your thinking. So everybody's got to like lift the lid now. Everybody lift your lids. Yeah, that's what I'm saying because our brains were made to be limitless, right? So we're going to lift the lid and I'm going to tell you guys two things I'm doing. So one, wave at me if you have a type of customer group. You have a group on Facebook that you like have people in, right? It's like yours. Like these are my people, right? Like you've got your people. Whether you facialed them once, gave them a sample once, or they're the loyalist customers, you've got them in one group. So if you have not done that, or you have team members who have not done that and they're not on here tonight, share this with them. Please, please do that, okay? So one thing that I do as a small business owner is I support other small businesses. And so one thing that you can do is you can really learn from that. So if you have friends who sell something else on Facebook and you're in their group, small business owners, watch what they're doing. And I think that's one of the biggest ways that we can learn. It is the most free and easy way that you can learn how to work your business virtually right now. And so I have two pages that I really follow a lot because they're fast growing. Does that make sense? You kind of are like, man, what? And then you also realize that you've got lots of people that they're connecting with, okay? And so one thing that I noticed from these is they are asking for you to always help them grow their Facebook page. And so I'm like, how can I have the people that I know help me grow my customer page? Okay. And so I posted this in my preferred customer program. One thing, and I'm going to tell you what I said, and I can post this script, I can email it, whatever we want to do. But one thing that I let my customers know, and this is so important, your customers need to know what your goal is. So what is your goal? Because here's the thing, the small businesses that I support, I'm like, yeah, I like your product. I like that. But one time, this girl that I buy my workout clothes from was earning this trip. And I was like, my husband looked at me and said, you got enough workout clothes. And I was like, that's not even a thing, because this girl's earned this trip and I'm going to buy stuff. I am going to buy stuff because I was so excited for her. And so that's like a perfect example, right? And I saw so many people on her page rally for her. So one thing that's important is your customers need to know what your goal is. So our goal for the Unshakable unit this year is to earn our pink Cadillac. And I let my customers know that loud and proud. We're really excited about it. And so this is what I'm doing is I'm giving away a $75 Mary Kay gift certificate. $75, free product, whatever you want. And this is what I said. I said this in my page, so I'm going to read it to you guys. I said, I'm giving away a $75 Mary Kay gift certificate. Who wants to win? And then I said, help us grow. So this is what I shared with them. Now, this might not make sense to you guys, but it makes sense to me. I said, our goal is to grow this page to 500 members. So right now we're at 300 and we want to grow to 500, right? So I was like, that would be literally if not even every person added a friend, right? So take what you have and double that and say that's your goal. And I said, why? We are earning our first pink Cadillac and this is our first challenge. Now, that doesn't mean that Mary Kay, the company, said, Erica, we know you want to earn your pink Cadillac, so your first challenge is to grow your customer page to 500, right? That's not what the company said. But I know as a business owner that if I want to build to the next level, I have to grow who I'm in front of, right? And so if I were out working my business right now, and I'd say, okay, I have 300 customers. What can I do personally right now to earn my pink Cadillac? It would be, I need to go get 300 more customers, right? Because I understand how the math works in Mary Kay. So I said, we're becoming a Cadillac unit and this is our first challenge. So here's the rules. Number one, add as many friends to this group who do not have a Mary Kay consultant and have your permission to add them. So one thing that I like about that is some of the boutiques that I follow are just like, hey, just add all your friends here. And people ask that. They're like, hey, just do us a favor and invite all the friends on your list to like this page. Which, okay, but that's not okay with me, right? I've never done that. Because I want to have their permission first. And then with Mary Kay, we don't want to steal people, right? So that's rule number one. Number two, for every friend who's 18 or older, you will get an entry into our giveaway. Number three, new members can participate too. Number four, after you have added a new member, comment below and tag her name so I can get you entered. And then number five, our drawing will be held as soon as we hit our goal of 500. Okay? So that's what I have. Thank you for helping me with this goal. I'm tired of dreaming and energized and ready to do it. So being able to just be like, hey, this is my goal and I need your help. And when these women are added into the group, what I'm doing is, because they're like tagging them in the comments, is I'm reaching out to them and I'm messaging and I'm like, hey girl, do you have a Mary Kay consultant? That's like the first question I ask, because I want to make sure 1,000 times over. And I have had 2 people join who do have a consultant. And so I say, okay, what's her name? I would love for you. You can stay in this group if you want. That's totally fine. But I can't service you, right? I cannot be your girl. But if you want to watch the tutorials I'm doing in here, you want to learn about the products, great. And so then I ask for her consultant's name. I find her consultant on Facebook and I message her and I just let her know, hey, here's the deal. Here's the situation. Are you okay if she's in there? If she ever wants to get anything, I'm going to refer her to you, obviously. But this could be good for your business because she might just see other, her friend who's excited and all this stuff. And they've been super chill about that and really nice. And that is the Mary Kay way. We always want to operate our business with the utmost integrity, right? We want to be women of our word, women of excellence, and we are a sisterhood. And I think that open communication is so important. But everybody else has been like, oh my gosh, I don't have a consultant. I'm so excited, this and that. I'm like, okay, great. And then I mail them samples because that is a great way for me to connect with them. And that is a great way for me to get them on the phone, call them, walk them through everything that we're going to try. It's just, they're kind of seeing me, but then they get to talk with me as well. And they're buying product from me that way, which is so great. And then, of course, we know that through layering, you can add them, they could be tuning into Beautification TV tonight. They could be learning more stuff. They could be learning about the marketing plan. I don't have to personally know them and say, hey, I think you'd be really great at Mary Kay because maybe I don't know them that yet, but they can come in and they can hear the marketing plan. I do not have to know somebody on a deep level for them to want to have this opportunity in their life. And so all I need to do is have women learn about it and listen and see if they want to. And so that's kind of a way that you can network and have that layering process happen while still operating with integrity and giving your customers a way to win. So I don't know did that help anybody? Good. I like feedback, so that's important. Okay. Let's see here. Yes, I'll send all of that stuff. You'll get it. Okay. I'll send it to your director and then they can send it to you. How's that sound? Awesome. Okay, and then the other thing I want to talk to you guys about that has been working really well for me is the Miss MK USA. As in, yeah. So that is something really fun. I had to pull that up now. So if you're friends with me on Facebook and you have your phone, I give you permission to look it up. And go down, 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 like me. I'm like a Facebook junkie, so I got lots of posts here. Let me find it. Sorry. Trying to do my best. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. July 1st is when this was posted, okay? So I have a picture of this American country. I almost said American flag. And I'm homeschooling my kids, so that's cool. That is the country of the United States of America with all of the states. And so what I put here is I'm running for Miss MK USA. No, seriously. Now, what I heard through the grapevine was don't put Miss America because that is like a patented statement. Just don't put that, okay? So I'm running for Miss MK USA. No, seriously! That's what I put. Who do you know in another state that could use a little pampering? Because we are coming out of a global pandemic. I need to send a pink pampering package to at least one person in every state. Tag in the comments an essential worker, a tired mom, teacher, or anyone else who could use a little free pampering. I would love to send them a pink pack to make their day and be able to color in every state to win this contest. Help me turn my map pink. I will be making sure they do not already have a consultant. Again, if I could drill that into your head, I will for the rest of my life, okay? But I posted this because I thought, okay, we're virtual. We're not limited. We can literally see anybody. Like I could get anybody on a Zoom right now. I could get anybody on FaceTime right now. It doesn't matter where they live. I could could talk with them, right? And that should energize you, instead of being like, oh my gosh, Stacey James used to always say there's always an unlimited, never-ending, never-ceasing supply of women. Like, I've heard that for the last 10 years over and over. And that's never been truer than now. Because how easy is it to reach people right now, right? So I posted this and I had 130 comments. I have gotten over, so far, 170 referrals through that one post. Okay, now, disclaimer. I know a lot of people in other states. We moved around a lot when I was young. I just know a lot of people, okay? So maybe you're not going to have that many, or maybe you'll have like 3 times more than that. What I'm saying is, even if you get one referral, it is worth it, right? Because one person can lead you to so many people, and it's something that's very simple. So what I did then, after all of these comments came in, I was like, whoa, this is a lot of people. And so what happened was I made that post. Okay, so this is important. I made that post public. And yes, Natalie, it can be posted on a personal page. Yes, that's fine. That's what I did. But I made it public so that when their friends tagged their friends, they could see that. They could see what they were tagged in. So when you make your posts public, then anybody can see them, which I know can be scary. I get it. But I did this strategically, because if I have friends who have friends that I'm not friends with, and they tag them in that, they're not going to see that. And so me reaching out to them, they're going to think, what is this lady doing, right? But if you make it public, and then they can all see that, they already see, oh, and then I say, oh my gosh, that's so great. She sounds so wonderful. I'll be reaching out to her. So that girl sees she's tagged, she sees her friend has nominated her, and she sees that I'm going to reach out to her, right? And so it doesn't come as a shock when I'm reaching out to her, and she knows exactly what I'm doing, okay? So that's number one. You want to make sure you're doing that, because it makes it so much easier. It makes it seamless for you. After that, I Facebook messaged every person in pieces, okay? I did not do them all at the same time. And the reason why is because with those 130 comments, I was like, I can't. I literally could not do that many appointments. Does that make sense? But consistency is important. So I knew if I could break those down into pieces, then I could be getting, if I sent 10 packets out here, then I could work with these 10 women and get referrals from them, right? And then I could send them out to the next 10 women, reach out to the next 10 women. So it's almost like you have this list that just keeps getting added to. And then I'm giving them the best of me. They're getting all of me. They're getting all my energy. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I'm swamped. And then that helps me be consistent with my business, right? So I'm reaching out to these women, and what I'm saying to them, I don't ask them if they want the pampering packet. I just say, hey girl, I'm so excited that Whitney nominated you to be representing Nebraska. She had so many great things to say about you. I'm putting together your pampering packet right now. What's a good mailing address I can send it to? I'm not going to ask her if she wants it or not, because she won't know what she's saying no to. I don't want to give her an opportunity to say no. So I just ask her what her address is. And I only had one person who was like, oh, no thanks, Or if they say, oh my gosh, I love Mary Kay. I'm so excited. Woo, who's your consultant, right? And I've only had 3 people who didn't have consultant, or who did have consultants as well, which is crazy, because I think something that we like to think sometimes, where we don't take the lid off of our brain, is that, oh, well, it's a saturated market and everybody probably has a consultant and everybody's probably already tried it and this and that. But that is not the case either. So I just want to say that, because I don't know why, but I think it's important for you to hear that in case you're ever there. And so then I went to my like office space where I keep everything. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough samples. So first of all, and then I'll go on In Touch and some of their samples will sold out. So I didn't let that stop me. I figured it out on my own, right? So I went on to Amazon. I ordered the little pods. I said, well, you know what? I have product on hand, so I don't have to be limited by samples being run out or not. So I got my pods and I put my whatever I wanted in them and I mailed them out. And so what I sent out to them was a cleanser, the Time Wise cleanser, and I sent the cream, okay? So I wasn't pre-profiling these people, but that's okay because I knew I'd get to know them. I knew I'd get to know them, okay? So here's what I sent. Normal to dry cleanser, charcoal mask, combination to oily night cream. I figured it's a good way to kind of balance everything out. It's not too much of the normal to dry. It's not too much of the combination to oily. And it's safe to use for one time, right? Because that's what they're doing. They're not starting on the skincare system right away. They're just getting a sample packet in the mail. Okay, so I sent those 3 things. And then I put in my business card. And then I hand wrote notes to every person. And you know why? Because nobody does that anymore. And we are a company that is a cut above. So I wanted them to feel extra special. Like this girl took the time to write this out. And when I got invited to my first Mary Kay party, I actually got a handwritten invitation in the mail from Jordan Litherland. And I was like, who is this person getting this? I was excited because I got something in the mail, but I didn't know who the heck it was from. And I was like, come to Annette's Mary Kay party. And she like wrote it out on those like invitations that are like fill them out kind of thing. That night, literally, I'm not even lying, can't make this up. I was like, I do not want to go to this stupid party. And I had a really bad attitude. Really bad. And I was like, oh, but this girl wrote this out. Like I was like, she took the time to write this out. So like I should show up. Like even with a bad attitude, I knew that was the right thing to do. And so I've just never, ever complained about taking the time to write things by hand. So I put these handwritten notes in here and, you know, I put, I'm so excited that you were nominated. And I didn't write everything out like customized. It was a script that I wrote out by hand, just to keep it easy, keep it simple. But I said it's a bedtime treatment that's going to cleanse, hydrate, exfoliate, and deep clean your skin. It's going to feel amazing. And that's what I said. It's a bedtime treatment. I didn't tell them what it was. I said it's bedtime treatment. Give me a text or call me. Put my phone number, wrote it out when you're ready, and I'll walk you through the steps. So I did that because I don't want her to just know what it is and then just use it and never get back to me, right? So every person has texted me and just said, hey, Erica, I got your package. I'm so excited. I'm going to give it a shot tonight, or I'm going to do it on Tuesday night or Thursday night or whatever. So then what I do is just say, okay, great. What time do you want me to call you tonight? Like, I'll walk you through it. And I have called every single one of them. I want to connect with them. I want to hear their voice. I can't text this out. I refuse to text it out. I want to talk to these women. We need connection more than ever. And that's so important. And a lot of the women that I messaged when I reached out to them, I added them as a friend so they could like see the message. So I'd message them. And when you get a message from somebody you're not friends with on Facebook, you get a notification like, hey, somebody messaged you that you're not friends with. So as soon as I would send them a message, I'd add them as a friend. And so then I was getting all these notifications like, so-and-so added you as a friend. And here's your message. And the reason I did that is because like literally last night I called one of the girls and she was like, she lives in California, and I'm like, hey girl, what's up? You know, and I just talk to them like I'm their friend. I'm like, hey, what's up? What are you up to tonight? You know, like, how was your day? Because you don't want to be like, awkward, right? Like, I'm just like, hey, I'm your new BFF and we're going to talk. And so she's like, what's up? What you been up to today? How do you know Keisha? You know, like, tell me about like what you do. And that's been so good to build connection. But here's what's really cool is last night, this girl's like, oh, she said, it's really weird because they're friends with you on Facebook. So they're looking at you. They're watching what you're posting. They're totally creeping on your pictures. They want to know who you are. They want to decide if they even like you before they want to put this treatment on their skin. I know, because I'd be the same way, right? And so this girl the other night's like, oh, I saw that you're going to homeschool your 3 kids. They're so cute, blah, blah, blah. We've been thinking about maybe having a baby. And I'm like, I don't even know this person. But that, she knew that about me, and I'm not weirded out by that. But I thought that was so cool. She's like, what do you think? What was it like the first time you had a baby? You know, we're just like talking. Like, she doesn't know me, but what does that say about people? Like, they want somebody to talk to, right? And sometimes when you don't know somebody, like, you feel like you can be yourself the most, right? And so what we're doing is I walk them through the thing. I tell them, okay, here's what we're going to be doing. So go in your bathroom, get the pink one out. That's your cleanser. Okay, you're going to wash your face. Here's what it's doing. Put me on speakerphone. So I kind of, and they're like, oh, this smells so good. And it's like, like in the background, you can hear the water running, and you know, it's fine. And I'm like, okay, how does it feel? Oh, I love this. Oh, it feels so good. Yeah. Oh, it's loaded with antioxidants. Your skin's like so happy right now, you know? And so then what they do is they dry their skin, and I go, okay, now you're gonna put on a charcoal mask. So that's in the black pod. Let's talk about what that does. So she's putting it on, and I'm like, okay, your skin, let that set for 15 minutes. Send me a selfie when it's been on for 15 minutes, because I want to see all your pores getting like detoxed. Like, it's going to be so cool, you know? Okay, so then they put on for 15 minutes. They text me their picture. They're like, this is crazy. Oh my gosh, I love this so much, you know? And then I call them back. Okay, we're going to rinse it off, dry it, put on your night cream. And they love it. Every person has loved doing this over the phone. Who knew, right? And so then after that, I say, oh my gosh, you know, they're asking me about the product already. And I go, okay, I'm going to text you a link to my website while we're talking. Here you go. So I text them a link to my website. Those are the products. You know, you can copy and paste the exact link of those 3 products if you want. And then I just let them know, I just want you to know that your friend did include a gift certificate to use with that. It's totally up to you. If you love anything, you know, I offer them 10% off of their purchase. And then I say, check out my website. If there's anything else that you love, like, or want to try, like, let me know, because I can send you samples of anything. Like, that's what I tell her. And then I say, and then if you loved this experience and you want to share it with some friends on Zoom with me, then you get a 50% off of anything you want to purchase. And so she's already looking at my website, and she's like, oh, ooh. So I've had lots of new skincare customers. Who ask for more samples. And I've actually booked a lot of Zooms to meet with friends because they want a really good deal, right? And so then when you're doing that, you're asking them for referrals. Like, it's like this well-oiled virtual machine, if that makes sense. So I'm feeling energized by it. I love being able to connect with new people. I love that Mary Kay lets us work our business without any like territories, so we can work with anybody in the US. That is so cool. And you would be surprised how many people literally are like, I've never tried Mary Kay. Nobody's ever asked me to try it. I'm like, what? Like, that is crazy to me, right? And so it's just a great way to connect, and it's super easy, super simple. So I did buy the pods on Amazon, like I said. I can post the link, exact ones that I bought to, if you want to simplify your life. That's how I am. I'm like, just tell me what to get and I will get it. I don't want to research everything. Let me just see it. And then I bought these padded envelopes that are like bubble wrap, that you can just stick everything in, peel and seal. You can write out their address. I got bright purple ones because I thought that would be fun. But yeah, you can do it that way. So you don't have to be limited, and then you can get them out right away, especially if you have Prime. They were literally there the next day, and I'm like, I got to figure this out. So, any questions for me? You can hop on if you do have a question in particular. Was that helpful?
Eric, I have a question.
Yeah.
First of all, that was amazing. Thank you. So you hop off the phone after they put the charcoal mask on, and then they send you the selfie, and that's your cue to call them back, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so then you call them back, they rinse it off, and then you have them put the night cream on, and then is that when you start talking about like sending your link to your website? Do you do any opportunity? Like, do you drop any of that stuff in there?
No, I just let them know, because my goal is for them to feel like this was something really special that I got. This is like extra special stuff that my friend sent me. Do you know what I mean? Because does that make sense? So what I'm doing with them after that is texting on my website. They can kind of look around. Is there anything else that you see on there that you want to try? Because I can send you anything you want. And then, or here's some gift certificates you have, and I let them know. I say, you don't have to buy anything at all. I don't want you to feel like I just sent these to you and called you up to sell you something. But if you really do love the way that mask makes you feel and you like the price, because they're always like, whoa, or you love that cleanser and you like the price, because they're really surprised by that. Especially my West Coast girls, the California girls. I'm like, you're paying what for cleanser? Like, what? So I'm like, yikes. So I just offer them that. You have 10% off of your entire purchase. That was just a gift that your friend included, if there's anything you do want. If you want a bigger discount, get some girlfriends together with me. I do training. I can teach you anything you want to know about your skin or makeup. Like, we can make it a girls' night. You know what I mean? Then you're welcome to that as well. I just want you to know what's available to you as part of this package that you are nominated for. And so I just let them know all the deets, like that makes sense. And then I do ask them if I can add them to my special preferred customer page where they can kind of learn more about new products. But then that way I have them in a place. Yeah. Yay. So just easy ways for you to be able to network. Now, the one where you just ask for referrals on your page and you offer the gift certificate, I mean, you can give away whatever you want. If you want to do a $50 gift certificate, you want to do $100, you want to do $25, it doesn't matter. It's really what you feel comfortable putting out, like what you feel comfortable investing in, because it does both require investments. It does cost money to mail those out. It does cost money to purchase the pods and the envelopes and to ship them out. It does. But as a business owner, you know that those are available to you as business expenses for tax write-offs, which is awesome, right? Yeah, we love that. And I'm just going to be honest and straight up real with you. Like, I have worked with other ways to get leads, and it was a pretty penny to pay. And I paid for leads because that's how serious I was about my business. I knew that the more people I was in front of, the more income I was going to be making, right? And so it's quid pro quo, whatever you want, this for that, but that's just kind of a little bit of, businesswoman street talk for you. In the end, it's not that much for the reward, right? A lot of people say high risk, high reward, but it's really not a high risk to do that. And it is a high reward.
I have a quick question again, because I'm a little crazy. The picture that you post for the Miss MK, do you ever update that and like color off states, or no? You just leave it.
I haven't yet because I haven't run out of leads yet. I still have a lot. But I did have I had a graphic designer reach out and she was like, if you want me to fill in those states,
I saw that.
I'll do that. And I told her, I'm like, yeah, when I'm ready, you do that, girl. But I do think that will increase too, if that makes sense. Like, oh my gosh, she only needs, when they see the visual, right? Oh, she only needs like 5 more states, you know?
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. Yay. Yay. All right.
Can I ask a question really quick?
Yes.
I'm wondering, where did you get the envelopes? Because I'm always looking for, I usually buy my envelopes at Walmart and they're just brown envelopes, and I do it for the whole facial thing. And I see everybody doing colored ones and I don't know where to get them.
Yeah. No, totally. I just bought mine on Amazon. There's
Okay.
there's so many fun things on Amazon.
Yeah, I buy little pods on Amazon, so I'll just start looking for the envelopes then too.
Yeah, check it
So.
out. There's lots of stuff on there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
If you go to our unit website is glamfam.info, and I have a virtual business page, and on there I have links to like the pods and like pink envelopes and a bunch of other stuff to like make your own paper packs. So everybody, you don't have to be in my unit. You can go. There's not like a password, so just go on there and grab those links if you want.
Awesome. Yeah. It's out there. You don't have to figure it out on your own.
Whitney, what was your website? Can you post it in the chat?
Yep, I'll put it in the chat right now. Cool. Okay, it's in the chat, glamfam.info. And any last questions, you guys? That was amazing, Erica. I could not write fast enough. Yay.
I would just say to you guys too, like, be creative and trust that God has ideas for you, for real. Because you just never know who you can connect with. Like even Natalie was talking about like partnering up with her Beachbody person and doing women's empowerment event. You can collaborate with people right now. It's a great way to work if there's something you're passionate about. Like I have a boutique owner here in where we live, and she asked me if I would be willing to come in and do some try-ons and kind of like go through like, oh, this is what I love. This is super cute. I've known her since she was 7 years old. So we have like that good relationship, and she's like, and I could promote your business. I love shopping at her boutique. She offered me 50% off of anything I want just for doing that. So I'm like, you better believe I'll do that. Right. So what's really cool is I thought, well, what could I do? And she's doing a big fundraiser for something that I'm passionate about, which is like ending child trafficking, right? And that's like, there's a lot of that going on right now. People who are just raising awareness. And so I said, I've got an even better idea. How about this? Like, would you be cool if I did that for you? And then I just came in and talked about the eye makeup remover mascara. And you could do a review on it. And I could offer bundles to people who don't have consultants. And I would love to donate half, like literally all my profit of those bundles to the Operation Underground Railroad, which is like what we're raising money for. And she's like, yes, let's do that. And I literally was talking to her about it today. She's like, come in tomorrow, let's do it. And her boutique has 10,000 women who subscribe to it. And I'm like, this is a great way for me to meet women, but also share like the heart of who I am with them, right? and to be able to promote her business as well. So, you know, and you never know, like an opportunity like might come to you that's like, that's weird, you know, but don't say that. Like allow yourself, say, God, is this something you want me to do? Could this benefit my business, these people, in your kingdom? You know what I mean? So like trust what you love and who you know, and just network. Allow yourself to like try something. Why not? Like try something new. It's always a great way to meet people. Does that make sense? You don't have to do exactly what everybody's doing, but do work your business with integrity. Yay. Okay. That's it. Mo.
Yay. Awesome job, Erica. We're excited to learn from you tonight too. After 8 o'clock, we're going to get together for our beautification episode. So we will see you guys all there. Bye, guys.